everybody, this is Rod Johnson, and this is going to be my greedy Jade Druid video I'm making today. So there are a lot of Jade Druid decks going on the ladder right now, on the wild ladder. And how do you win a Jade Druid mirror? There are two ways, and one of them is way more feasible now than it used to be. The first way, which we're not going to talk about, is ramping faster. Ramping faster enables you to output Jades faster than your opponent, and that means you could win the game. Not as feasible now the ramp cards have kind of gone up in cost. So the other second method of winning the matchup is large amounts of very large Jades. And how do you do that? Jade Druid has slowly started cutting the amount of Jade producers from their decks. They're running like very few cards that actually produce Jades. I was running Heo's list, and I was running 2 Jade Idols and 2 Jade Blossoms, and that was all. So that list kind of inspired me because I ran into a greedier version on the ladder, and I was like, I want to kind of take what this guy's doing and run with it. So what I have here, I took that list, I cut out the whole Vargoth into the 3/6s, and I didn't want to go because the whole package with, so that package is you take the Ironwood Golems and you play Oaken Summons, right? So that's like 4 cards. I took those 4 cards out and I'm substituting. I'm putting an old favorite Fandral back into this list, and I am putting a Flobbidinous Floop, one of my favorite cards, an Aya in here, and another card that I'm having a blast with in this meta, which is Unseen Saboteur. So this is like basically between Vargoth, Keeper Stalladris, and Fandral Staghelm. I just want to get as many Jades as quickly as possible, and when I go for them, I just go for complete and total greed. This Unseen Saboteur is here because of it's kind of a memey card, but this card enables you to win in matchups like against Mechathune Druid and whatnot. So this is the list. So let's go hit the ladder with this and see what we could do with it. I've had varying successes with it, but I really like this list and how it's actually working on the current ladder. So let's see what we could get going. It's not perfect, but I like the concept. I like these super greedy cards, because when you're facing a bunch of like really super greedy decks like Jade Druid, being greedier is how you win these matchups. It's the same reason why when the release of this set came out, everything was in Wild was Big Priest. So I was running Big Priest, and I was putting in things like Mind Control. Now, that didn't last very long because that meta didn't keep going like that, but it's whoever's the greediest often wins when you're playing greedy decks.
Malfurion versus Valera.
And now we're playing a rogue, which we probably never win against, but we're still going to try. So we don't want Floop or Stalladris, we want Ramp, and we want Jades. Brass just for removal. So you can win this matchup with like taunts, things like Spreading Plague, but it's really hard to do it. Maybe coining out his Shiny Finder.
You shiny.
So this is why you keep the Wrath for card draw / Okay, we're doing that. Removing the Shiny Finder and recycling. Things like the Malfurion really helps in this, but it's really to see how long we can survive. He's gotten a pretty good start. I don't know why he didn't attack there. I'm doing this to minimize him pumping his dagger up. By dagger, I mean Kingsbane. This matchup is really hard. in general because they're just pumping so much damage at your face. But I'm gonna Ferocious Howl into a 1/1. It's how we have a chance is just large amounts of armor and taunts. The Unseen Saboteur is potentially really, really fabulous too. We're gonna go the Blossom because we want to go big and we want to go ramp at the same time. This is gonna enable us to go into our Malfurion next turn. So we're gonna have that all set up.
Blood and plunder.
And we like when he's hitting our creatures instead of hitting our creatures.
You shiny.
He's had a pretty good draw though, like overall. Yeah, we're gonna go Malfurion. We're gonna be playing Unseen Saboteur here very, very soon. Maybe we get him to draw his Iris when he doesn't want it. That's like what I'm looking to do next turn, actually. And then things Naturalize, we're able to, you know, prevent him from.
Settle the ship.
You know, we could potentially mill him.
You didn't need that, did you?
Who did he eviscerate? Not my face. That's not what we wanted. Okie dokie. I think we're gonna have to naturalize this. We have UI into this, so like we're gonna probably be UIing here. The only problem is if we UI and don't get, we mill our one Jade Idol, we lose, but we're pretty screwed already, so.
And plunder.
We're all just trying to get, like, you know, value here. Not, we're just trying to. Huh? That doesn't seem good. Oh, I thought we were at 10 mana. We are not at 10 mana.
Oh, did that hurt?
We're actually going to Starfall into Branching Paths. This is actually better for us long run. Time we're going to build up our armor base and just make it way harder for him to kill us. Which is what we want. Him killing us should be hard. I do appreciate his dedication hitting me in the face. I still feel like the Unseen Saboteur into Eviscerate should only do 2 damage, not 4 like it does. Cool. Okay, we are doing this.
Oh, did that hurt?
We're gonna be hitting him in the face a lot here in the very near future. We got Swipes incoming. We got Vargoth. So we're just gonna push as much damage as we can here. It doesn't really show off the greedy aspects of this deck, but you just double sap me. That isn't fucking greedy as shit. I don't know what is. I don't know what is. This is a time where I wish I had a weapon removal in this deck just because it can make him burn back. I actually think we're gonna do this. We're Vargothing into Swipe.
Free of that blasted tower.
And I'm gonna get some armor.
Job done. Behold.
Because it's always to an enemy minion with that. So we're at 25. 5, so we have plenty of health. I mean, if I'm him, you have to kill this Vargoth every single time.
Settle the ship.
Cool. 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 How do we do 15 damage? Okay. So we can make him overdraw 1.
My thoughts
I think we
are
have the poison
plagued.
seeds here. But even that's 6, okay. I'm gonna swipe him. Okay. I think this is the play.
I'm out of cards.
We have like a 8, 10, 12. Oh, such a busted draw. 16. You have double. Holy crap, boys and girls. And you're gonna BM on top of it, dude. You just got lucky as hell. Stop
I
BMing,
can
dude.
rest now.
Guys, what that guy just did is called BMing. Don't do that. Jesus, dude. Myros is such a powerful card in this. I mean, Myros is such a powerful card. You don't have to talk about any other thing. You just say that sentence, and Myros does what it is. We almost got there, but we didn't quite get there, which is fine. I'm not doing this to do like. I just want to show some of these cards in this
Shall be mine.
this
I must
deck,
protect
kind of
the wild.
highlight them. I don't want Nourish yet. I'm using the Wrath for card draw and early removal. There's Jade. I mean, there's Zoo decks running around, and everything else is probably Mechathune or even, but probably Mechathune or Darkest Hour. Dankest Hour, which we never win against without poison seeds. So we're gonna coin out this Jade Blossom because we got multiple things to do on 4 mana. So we're just gonna do that real quick. We have to cycle because if it is Dankest Hour, we need to be able to poison seeds if we ever get a hold of it. And that's the problem, is actually getting a hold of it. So we're gonna draw cards because we don't care about what our health total is. Or that's helpful, but how helpful, I don't know. He can go off pretty soon if he's Dankest Hour. And he hasn't played anything, so it makes me think he is. That's 10 cards. Okay. So we have to draw more, so we're gonna Branching Paths again. Let's get cards in our hand. Might as well shuffle these.
Job's done.
He can go off if it's Dankest Hour. I don't know. Depends on what his hand is. He's like got 10 cards in his hand. The problem is the new Ruby Unravelers just make every like spell removal just nearly impossible to pull off. We haven't gotten any ramp, and that doesn't help either. Just being able to, ramp up and remove his stuff. What are you doing, dude? Your hand is full. You have to play something, buddy. Dankest Hour is just such a high roll deck. It does what it does, but man, it's a pain in the butt doing it.
So many possibilities.
You only have so many possibilities, my dude, and that's playing the cards that you can play in your hand. Maybe he just rage quit because Dankest Hour is a pain in the ass to play, and it looks like he did, but we're going to keep going for the video purposes. Okay, we're going to do this. And turn. Just hope we get this next turn, hopefully. It looks like Dankest Hour, but again, he's only played 2 cards and one card and burned another one, so it is what it is. I'm not really getting to showcase what I want with his deck, but well, there's our swipe. I mean, our poison seeds in case it is Dankest Hour. No, yeah, see, it was Dankest Hour. This guy just quit because he probably drew like crap. And guys, this is another thing to don't do. If you're like gonna lose a game, just concede the game. Don't be like this guy and leave. It's obnoxious for your opponent. You're just wasting both of our time. Actually, he's really just wasting my time, right? That's okay.
Behold!
This guy is the problem with Wild when this kind of stuff happens. So many rage quitters, man. So many rage quitters. Okay, maybe we'll actually get to show it off this time. Hopefully, we'll try again here. 3 need a slower matchup is like really what we're aiming at. That's why the greed. That's why it's called Greedy Jade. Let's see.
Malfurion.
Okay, this might be okay. Odd Paladin is good just for the fact that you can deal with them with their with Starfalls and swipes and spreading plagues. He's not playing Odd Paladin, so he could just be playing aggro. He can be playing anything, which I guess is kind of seeing a resurgence, which is interesting. Anything's problem with this deck is that it just like it's often really hard for it to burst it down with the amount of health we're putting in front of them, with huge armor gains.
Reporting for duty.
Which is what it looks like, but we can't 100% sure. The no turn 1 play into hero power turn 2 makes me think it's anything.
Reporting for duty.
Okay, we're going to shuffle. We're going to cycle. And hero power.
For the wild.
We need to gain armor, but we also need to get through our deck so we could get our tools to remove all his giant murlocs. Which means we want Malfurion ASAP. We need to play Finja. Oh, call it armor. Interesting.
For the wild.
So we're gonna need to branching pass. We're gonna have to nourish here next turn. Oh no, he's playing Mecha Uh-huh. Interesting. Interesting. There are 2 more Jade Idols in decks. We're just gonna keep ramping. This is slow and greedy. It's kind of what we want to be showing. Which is good. This is what we want. Double mechano. Interesting. So what do you get, an 8/8? I don't care about his 8/8s. I'm not worried about him with things like poison seeds. I'm more worried about stuff coming back with like his Khadgar's endless army.
Rot into my core.
Okay. That's a thing. That is definitely a thing. Okay. I think we're wrathing this every time. That's why I like the Aya in this list. So many of these Jade lists have just removed Aya. So I'm gonna naturalize him and then get rid of this with the 33. Use the 8/8, but I'm scared. I have 38 health on the board. I have a bunch of armor gain. I'm not scared about his 8/8s. I'm just more scared about his magnetized stuff. You get more value
I have no
when you...
time for games.
Cool.
Reporting for duty.
Okay. What are we doing here? I'm almost thinking we do this. What do we do?
You die now.
Do that.
You are no fun.
Power this down. We're gonna gain some armor because we want to get cards out of our hand for this second UI. We're at 62 health. I'm not worried about him. We're gonna be able to do what we want to do with this deck.
The light's justice
And this
has
is an
failed.
OTK. This is an interesting shell to what I don't know what is happening, but so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
For the wild.
We're gonna keep it like that. There's a Nizop in this build somewhere, right? So I don't know what kind of value he's looking for.
I ain't talking.
Free of that blasted tower.
I really don't know why you're Nizopping there. I mean, Dirty Riding there. Seems silly to me, but that's okay. That's
The light bends.
This is just like some weird Nizop control paladin, which is weird in the like this world we live in. Okay. So we have 3, 4, 5 cards. So if we just UI this,
Job done.
we're gonna get all our tools we want to show greedy Jades here soon. We got 1 Jade Idol left in the deck, 1 here. We have both our Keeper and Fandral in our deck still. So we're gonna probably be Malfurion next turn.
Tremble before Taldarom, mortals.
I mean, that's a thing that just happened. So we're gonna be poison seeding into spreading plague. We're fine. We have so much health. Okay.
Job's done.
There's got to be an Azoth coming, and we have another poison seed. So we just want to remove that board because we'll get more value here. I mean, that was the one Kangor's Endless Army is what we were worried about. What? Guy doesn't even know you are running into the Coliseum? Dude. I truly appreciate this guy's dedication to the memes here. Okay. We're going to Malfurion into Jade Blossom.
Life is over.
Okay, I'm gonna pull 2 Poisonous because he's already played 1 Consecration, so I hope this draws another Consecration out of him. We got 6/6. I just want this damn Keeper Stalladris and my Fandral to come up so I can go off on what I want to do. Yeah, see, there you go. What I wanted. It's probably going to be a Naturalize. See, this guy can't, even with this crap, can't out-turn, like long-term outvalue me. It's like the problem with what he's doing compared to what I have endless resources. Let's do a Ferocious Howl. So we're gonna Jade, and then we're gonna shuffle more. And we're gonna just hit him in the black 3. It's sad because this is like the matchup I wanted to show this off, and both of my like value cards are sitting at the bottom of my deck. I have this Keeper and this Fandral sitting at the bottom of my deck.
Rot into my core.
Yeah, there's gonna be an Azoth coming in the very near future. I don't know why you want to take 7 like that, but cool. Okay, let's see what we get with Unseen Saboteur.
Need that, did you?
That's funny. It's actually really good because like we're sitting here. This is what we want to do now. I want to get another one out of this. Probably no more spells. These are all minions. So probably an Azoth sitting in there. That's why I really like this card. It forces us to remove its tools from like from control decks when they don't want to use them.
Azeroth will be purified.
Okay. This guy like has no cards. He's got 4 cards left in his deck, 4 in his hand, so he's got 8 cards total left. This is, I mean, his deck is Greed, but our deck is Greed amplified, man. It is like, we have to be careful though. I don't know why you played that though, my friend. What we have to be worried about at this point is him trying to combo us, which I don't think is gonna happen, but okay, I got 2 Jade Idols left, so we're gonna do this. Drawing extra cards doesn't seem like the best of game plans right now, but he must be like trying to pull something specific. Really? Are you fucking kidding me?
Death was merely a setback.
Wow. So I just lose now because he's running.
You win. I can
Wow,
rest now.
Skulking Geist is literally the worst design card in the history of Hearthstone because it's lazy. It is a card that goes, oh, okay, we have a problem with Jade, so we're going to make a card that single-handedly destroys all Jade Idols. The card is lazy, it's badly designed, and shouldn't have ever been printed. I didn't get to show any of my friggin' greed, you know, kind of pulls because none of my cards that we're looking for were in my first 27 cards.
Let the games begin.
And because a guy decided that he was going to just go, okay, I destroy your mechanisms for winning, I can't win. It's just bad, man. That Skulking Ice is a bad card. It's badly designed because all it is a, oh, we have a problem, so we need to print a card that does one thing, and just a badly designed card. They should never have printed that card. Now Keeper's gonna show up. I kind of got to show it, but not really because my Keeper and my friggin' Fandral were just both at the bottom of my deck. Oh, so lame, man. And every slow deck, because of the resurgence of huge amounts of Jade Druid, are just running this crap now, and it's just like, and now I'm running into, so it's been aggro. See, now I just get aggroed out. Peace, peace, peace. Like, I don't get to show any of what I want to show with this deck, but
I'll
it's,
show them. I'll show them all.
this Jade Blossom is very nice. The ramp before he starts counter spelling. Counter spell, I assume. Let's see. We're gonna Ferocious now. Not counterspell. There's counterspell. One of them could be Ice Block also. It's really hard for them to burn through all the Jade Druid armor. This guy's playing just aggro mage.
An incredible discovery!
Excuse me, you are on fire.
Let's try Nourish, because I'd rather have the poison seeds for actual removal. Okie dokie. So... we're just going to Jade Idol here. Just to put up some kind of fight on this board. I really don't like aggro mage. The deck is, you're running 4 secrets, which is even more. I mean, no one of them's... okay, that's good.
The circle of life is over.
So we're doing this just for the taunts. We have to save the... yeah, so we get duplicates. Good for you. Ugh, I don't like duplicates in this list either. The only like minion it feels good getting it off of is the 5/5, the Cabal Crystal Runners. So one of them's Counterspell. We're gonna probably have to Starfall this. It just, we have to grind them out at this point.
An incredible discovery! An incredible discovery!
Got a lot of secrets there, buddy. Okay, we Starfall the end of Counterspell, which is fine with me. We kill one of these. We have to shuffle. And we're gonna have to UI next turn unless he counter spells again. I mean, he's got enough spells that he should own it, which is silly because he needs to like get rid of my things.
Job done.
Okay, so we know one of those are explosive runes, so we're gonna be able to drop this Jaya next turn. This Aya. Jaya. I've been watching too much magic content, so I'm thinking of
Unleash your potential.
Okay, we're doing that into
We will shape this world
Aya
to
into
our will.
branching paths. And shit at the end of the game.
Golem's our girl's best friend.
You could never burn through all
You
of
were
it.
so fun.
Or it's very hard for him to burn through all this, I should say. Never give aggro mage aid, never, because they pull a lot of stuff that you don't think they could pull off, but they
We
do.
have many secrets.
I'm late. I'm late.
Okay. There's another counter spell.
The power
So
is
we're gonna
here.
wrath
You
into the
need
counter
only to
spell.
seize it.
Okay. Yeah. Always kill the Kieran Tor Mage too, so if he gets another duplicate, he can't even get free 5/5s. So 8, we get him to burn a card. Some armor. Let's just drop Vargoth to get a card out of the hand.
Free of that blasted
I don't
tower.
care. Nothing you do. Naturalize that.
My hand is
Just got him to burn 2 more cards. I'm fine with that. 3 more cards. Secrets don't do anything with a duplicate, so that's okay.
Excuse me, you are on fire.
And Spreading Plague. He's just gonna die from fatigue. Which is a problem for him.
power.
Behold,
Fireball yourself. Ah. I love it. I love it so much. So we have a counter. We know it's not counter spell. Okay, so we have 7 cards in hand. We're going to Spreading Plague into armor. And we're going to drop our Keeper out.
free your mind from its bonds.
That's fine. Nothing to hand.
Your mind from its bonds.
So 3, 4, 7, 5 is 12. And then 6 is 18. So we just have to hit him with a UI and he's dead. With just fatigue next turn. And we win. Which is what we want. Ah! My camera decided to unfocus for a second. I don't know why he's trying, because he doesn't have the burn to kill me. Oh, Alunath is such a powerful card. That's another reason I like this card. It just is like an easy card to throw into stuff like what this mage is doing. Can't be counterspell because he hasn't played anything outside of his deck, so he's just dead from the burn from the ultimate infestation into the cool. Dead, my friend. Cool. Do appreciate this trying so hard.
Revel in the power.
3, 4, 5. Okay. Well, that's pretty much going to wrap it up, guys. I just wanted to show this deck. It didn't get to exactly show what I wanted with it, but I got some fun gameplay. We won a couple games. We lost a couple games against aggro. We beat an aggro. So thanks for hanging out, guys. If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe. And to be notified when I have new videos, hit the bell button. So thanks for hanging out, guys, and I'll catch you guys later.